Hi there, welcome back to my channel. This is Medeaij, and today's video is going to be a fragrance haul, a Zara fragrance haul review because I have used these fragrances. So I'm going to be sharing my thoughts about them. So if you are interested in fragrances, you love beauty products, you love plus size fashion, then you're definitely going to love my channel. So if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe. I do product recommendations, product reviews, and fragrances, beauty hauls, plus size fashion, all of those good things. So definitely follow me on all the other social media platforms. It's Medeaij across, very easy to find. And definitely follow me on TikTok if you love fragrances, you love reviews, you love recommendations. Definitely head over there and follow me, and also check me out on Pinterest. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into the Zara fragrances. All right, so I have been loving Zara fragrances. I almost feel like I need to do like a full on Zara fragrance collection video. I did showcase two collection TikToks on my TikTok. So if you are following me on TikTok, you already know what Zara fragrances I have, and you probably have an idea of the ones that I'm going to be talking about today. So the ones that I have today are the newer Zara fragrances, newer to me obviously, and also newer I think generally to Zara, and I'm very excited because I have used all four and I do have some thoughts. So the first one we're going to talk about is the Zara Lightly Bloom. This is a 100 ml eau de parfum. It is 17.99 and it comes in this gorgeous little bottle. It also comes in a floral packaging. If I can find a photograph, I'll pop it on the screen. But listen, I haven't got space for boxes, so I had to get rid of it. But it is very beautiful, very floral. It's like a pull out type of packaging. So if you do like keeping floral packaging or just beautiful packaging in general, you're gonna love that box. But this is the bottle. On the cap, you've got Zara. It is a pull-up cap, plastic, and this is like a chrome spray vaporizer, if you like. And then on the body, it says Lightly Bloom, says Zara, and it says Eau de Parfum, and then it says how many mil and how many fluid ounce you get. And that's pretty much it. Very nice, simple. I do like bottles that are clear. I like to see my juice. I like to see the color. So I do appreciate how fresh looking this is and how very minimalistic and sophisticated it looks. Definitely for 17.99, I think this is a really good heavy bottle. So the notes in this fragrance include lotus flower, peony, and musk. Now, for me, it's quite a delicate balance. I feel like it's very elegant, very sophisticated, very sophisticated, very elevated, especially for Zara. I feel like the fragrance itself sits quite close to the skin, and again, that's pretty much the name of it. It says Lightly Bloom, so you're expecting something fresh, something floral, something lightweight, not too heavy. It's not gonna be a beast mode fragrance. The name suggests airy, sophisticated. You know, like those Victorian princesses. That type of smell is what I envision. You know, like a garden of like like a garden, just that type of thing is what I envision this fragrance to be. And it is pretty much how it smells. The longevity of this one is pretty okay. I feel like it's moderate. I feel like it's longer lasting on the clothes than it is on the skin. And again, I'm an oversprayer, so I do like to really smell my fragrances. I feel like for the most part, I can smell the fragrance on myself. I do feel like it is a little bit longer on the clothes than it is on the skin, but it pretty much smells the same. I feel like the sillage as well is pretty moderate. I feel like when you move around or when the air blows, people do smell you, but smell like a flower. It's just very soft, very elegant. Now, I feel like this is great value. for 17.99. I feel like if you're the type of person that doesn't like overly choked up fragrances and you love perfumes that are light and airy, you're definitely gonna love this. Now, I've watched videos on YouTube where people say that this is a dupe for the Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet, but I have a sample of that one and I did spray it this morning, and honestly, that's not a dupe. This one is sweeter. These Miss Dior fragrance is very floral. Like you can really smell the bouquet of flowers. This one has a little bit of sweetness to it, and you can really smell it in the dry down, in the first spray of it. So I don't think that it's a dupe. That's just my opinion. I feel like this is a fragrance that stands out on its own. I haven't seen a fragrance that smells like it. I'm not saying that there isn't, but I personally haven't come across one. I feel like this is good value for money. So if you're looking for a good light and airy Zara fragrance to purchase, definitely check out Lightly Bloom from Zara. Beautiful packaging as well. The next one in a similar style to the Lightly Bloom is the Fields at Night. This one has a peach cover, same as Lightly Bloom in terms of the lettering, in terms of the cap, but the juice on this one is more like peachy type of juice, kind of mimicking the cap. I love the bottle. Again, nice and weighty. So this one is described as a gourmand and very feminine fragrance. Now, the notes in this are jasmine, sandalwood, and hedoine. I've never heard of that, so I had to look it up, and it is a type of flower. So you've got jasmine, you've got sandalwood, and you've got a type of flower called hedoine. Hedoine? Hedoine? Hedione, if you wanted to look it up. For me, this is long lasting on clothes. I like to wear this at night because it's not offensive. I feel like it's earthy. I feel like it's sexy, and it has some sweetness to it, which I yeah, it has some sweetness to it, which I do appreciate. It kind of reminds me just ever so lightly of the Dolce and Gabbana Parfum, just ever so lightly. It's got that air of sweetness to it. I feel like it is longer lasting on the clothes, a little bit moderate on the skin, but still long lasting. The times that I've worn it at night, I can still smell myself in the morning. I can smell it on my clothes. I can smell it on my skin. Though it sits quite close to the skin, I could still smell it on myself. The ciliage as well is moderate. You know, the wind catches it, people can smell you, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like that isn't like beast mode. I feel like it is quite moderate. Um, YouTube experts, as I always say, because it's YouTube that I go to find out what people think this is a dupe for. People say that this is a dupe for the Zadig and Voltaire. This is her perfume. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that properly. I do apologize. I'll pop a picture of the said fragrance right here. However, I do not have that fragrance and I've never smelled that fragrance. So if you do have that fragrance and you're interested in getting this one, definitely give it a smell in store. I did smell these fragrances in store. I didn't blind buy them. I was actually on the hunt for the one that they said smells like baccarat rouge. Yeah, we know everything smells like baccarat rouge nowadays, but I was definitely on the hunt for that one. Didn't get it, but I got these four fragrances instead. So definitely check it out. For me, I feel like this is a beautiful bedtime fragrance. My husband loves it when I wear it, and it just smells very yummy, very delectable, very inviting. So yeah, I think Zara did a good one with this one, and this is called Fields at Nightfall. All right, so the next one that I have is called Majestic Opulence, and it also comes in a box. The Fields at Nightfall also comes in a similar box to the Lightly Bloom. In case you're interested, they all come in boxes, but obviously, because of space, I've thrown them away. But this one also comes in a box, and I do like the shape of this fragrance. This is pretty much the first shape that this is pretty much a different shape to any of the fragrances that I have in my collection. And yeah, I do like it. It is an Eau de Parfum. This is 80 ml, not 100, and it's also 17.99. So the other two 17.99, this is 17.99 as well. And this is described as an Asian inspired fragrance. The notes on this are raspberry, iris, and orange blossom. Can definitely smell orange. I love orange blossom, but the jasmine in this one has a beautiful powdery note that isn't overpowering. So this sits quite close to the skin as well, but not in a bad way. I feel like it's not an offensive smell. So if you were traveling or if you were going into a board meeting, quite closed up space, I feel like this would be a really good fragrance. Ciliage is good, which means it's moderate, which means people in that room would be able to smell you. The projection is good as well, but it isn't like beast mode. It isn't off putting as well. I do love the fruity opening of this fragrance and the earthy, powdery dry down. As I said, I feel like the powdery dry down isn't off-putting, especially for myself, being asthmatic. I don't feel like it's choking me out. I feel like it is soft, it's girly, it's sophisticated, that type of smell. So I do like this. It isn't one of the fragrances that I immediately gravitate towards, but it is one that I tend to use when I'm at home, when I'm chilling with hubby, I'm on the sofa, that type of fragrance. I tend to reach for this one. So, again, if you're looking for like homebody type of fragrances, or you're going out, you're going to be in smaller spaces with people, then definitely this one is a good one to have in your collection. And this is called Majestic Opulence. I know someone's gonna say that it's a dupe for something, but honestly couldn't find it. There's so many videos on YouTube. I couldn't find what people say this is a dupe for, but definitely sound off below if you think this is a dupe for a popular fragrance. And the last one that I have to share with you is the Vibrant Leather for Her. Similar packaging to the Majestic Opulence. Love the cap. This one has gold detail around the rim. The Majestic Opulence is more of like a black metallic type of finishing, black gray. So I do like that. They are quite weighty, so I do have to give it to Zara in terms of the quality of their fragrances. This is also 17.99. It is also 80 mil. This says that it's a floral chipper, chipper, chipper. The notes are red currant, leather, and patchouli. For me, it is an elegant, very unique smell. This is definitely one of my favorites out of the ones that I purchased. The opening of this, you get the leather and you get the patchouli. As I said earlier, to me, patchouli smells like freshness, very zingy, very punchy. And it, to me, fragrances that have patchouli in it tend to be long lasting. And this one is pretty long lasting for what it is. Um, it does dry down to a sweet smell. It's longer lasting on the skin and on the clothes. The ciliage of this is pretty good as well. It's not offensive. Again, I would wear this to work, board meetings, on a plane, that kind of situation. Like if you are a nursery teacher, for example, I would wear this because I don't feel like it's overpowering to the extent that the kids feel choked out. I feel like it's softens and becomes sweet and very warm and very inviting. An initial blast, you definitely get the leather, you definitely get the patchouli, but then it softens out. This to me is one of my favorite out of the four that I purchased, and this is one that I have definitely been using quite a lot of. I love this fragrance from Zara. I feel like they did a really good job with these fragrances. But yeah, that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please sound off below. Let me know your favorite Zara fragrances at the moment. I feel like Zara is doing the do. I do have a few on my wish list, like the Zara Femme is on my wish list. The something Temptation, that's the one that people say smells like baccarat rouge. I've got it all written down, but anyway, I do have a few on my list. So definitely sound off below your favorites and why, so that I can add them to my list as well. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Remember, God doesn't like ugly. Be nice to someone today, and Black lives always matter. And I'll catch you in a future video. Bye.